So let's get started. $800 has been charged to my account to renew my membership to Shining Fingered. Jill's subscription just got renewed. She'll have no problem focusing at work today. Happy, not birthday. Epic. So, for anyone who wasn't here the previous days, there's been this talk around the internet of a hacker group called Alice Rabbit. It seems to be kind of a, what do you call it? Kind of a fictional, like a fictional entity that's analogous to Anonymous in real life, where, you know, nobody really knows who is who, and nobody really knows if it's just like a group of retards on the internet or like people who are actually doing things. Anyway, their like calling card, I guess, for a few of the things they've done has been Happy Not Birthday. So this is showing up on our player character's phone. So I'm guessing, like, what? Are we hacked? Did our phone get hacked? I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means. Maybe it means nothing. Maybe it's a joke I'm missing. Either way, that's the context. Nothing looks different about our room. You have an actual drink this time. Good. What kind? Diet Pepsi. That is an actual drink. I have needs. Jill. Nice, Seeking. Exactly. That's why I only stream this game every other day, because I don't want to play it without drinking. But I don't want to drink, at least not heavily, every day. That would be too much. Okay, so let's start by checking out Kiramiki's blog, because it's probably boring. Oh, it just has the same stuff. I mean, yeah, I guess she wouldn't necessarily update her blog every day. Let's check Danger You. Oh. Oh, this might be the same stuff. What? Did I already go through and read this stuff before I quit playing last time? Or is there just nothing new on Danger You? That's weird. You know, okay, I think I know why. Let's read The Augmented Eye. You wouldn't believe this shocking Kiramiki secret by Kimberly Lavalette. Is that supposed to be the cardboard box from Metal Solid Gear next to the fridge? Maybe. I think it's just a regular cardboard box. Today, we'll take a look at one of the most popular acts of our times. How did she get started? What's her favorite movie? What about her romantic life? Don't miss this exclusive interview, only on The Augmented Eye. So, for those of you who, again, were not here at the time, this is a Lilim, a robot, a celebrity, superstar, a pop singer with giant tits, and she was in our bar. She was a customer. And she confided in us how she loses sight of her real self as opposed to her stage self. It was very interesting, not really. Content blocked in your region. Again, huh? It's a local page, for fuck's sake. Alice Rabbit might be a Kira fan. And who isn't? Everyone loves Kiramiki, and Alice Rabbit is no exception. You might be wondering, what's my proof for this not-so-wacky theory? And, well, if you want to know, keep reading. I'm getting tired of your shit, Miss Smithy. Wow. Alice Rabbit is hitting hard. They're messing with forces they can't grasp, or it's a ruse. Fora is her cat, by the way. I speculated this before. and maybe it's just me being retarded, but I'm pretty certain the cat is actually talking. Because it's established that, you know, in the year 2070X, they have the technology to give dogs near human intelligence. So I'm guessing they can do the same for cats. Anyway, either way, Foray is our player character's pet cat. Crime rate up 5% this month. Wow, 5%. Crime rate is up 5% this month, officially making the road to Mega Christmas a dangerous one. White Knights, aware of the situation, have promised to maintain security in all sectors, even though recent budget cuts have been decreasing the morale of their personnel. Poverty and the lack of opportunities are no longer the main causes of crime. Criminals come from all walks of life. They'll murder and distribute drugs for no other reason than the fact it gives them power. It's no longer about feeding their families, it's about domination. There are entire sectors controlled by these dangerous gangs, and there's no solution in sight. This Mega Christmas will be a very dark one. Mega Christmas PogChamp. That pretty much sums it up, Toaster. Not gonna lie. So those are some very thrilling articles by the Augmented Eye. Not a whole lot to read today, which is fine, because honestly going to work is my favorite part of this game. Our player character's first kiss was when she tripped into a guy, and it hurt. Good bit of characterization. Well, let's go to work, lads. Friday, December 16th. Here we are. Good evening. Hello. Seems you made it just in time. I think that's just a car backfiring. Really? Sounds more like a gunshot to me. Have you ever heard gunshots? Haven't we all at some point? Yeah, well. See? Sounds more like a car's exhaust. I don't know. It's too dry. Yeah, but gunshots give more echo. What if it's a firecracker? Ah, boss. Firecrackers. Yep. A couple of years ago, there was an incident where some dude killed a cop. He managed to slip away because his pistol was mixed up with the usual Mega Christmas firecrackers. Nah, sounded too hollow for firecrackers. Well, whatever. This is not a morning talk show. I'm not paying you to chit-chat about meaningless things. At least not amongst yourselves. Right, we shouldn't lose time over a car exhaust. Hey, that look on Gil's face. Are all holidays mega now? Mega Mother's Day? In the future, yes, all holidays will be mega except for Halloween, which will just be Halloween because Halloween is already inherently a mega holiday. It's already the best, biggest, most bombastic holiday there is, and always will be. It's just inherent to its nature, so there's no need to put the mega prefix on it. Heh. She just says heh, and then we got the jukebox. Sick. Kind of running out of new songs to go with. I don't think I've heard this at all. It's real upbeat. Yeah, I'll put that in. What is a Neo avatar? I think I'll keep that in for a little while. I remember that. I'll keep that in. Put March of the White Knights back in. Well, I don't know what I want to replace though, because a lot of these songs I don't remember by name. the ones that I already have in. So I'll just go with what I have, really. Speaking of, this is... Commence simulation? No, your love is a drug. Okay. Time to change drinks and mix lives. Welcome to Valhalla. Hello, I'm looking for some information. Oh, this guy looks like a real hipster, and by that I mean he's wearing a scarf. What kind of information? What can you tell me about a girl nicknamed Crimson Rose? Sounds like a tacky online handle. Although tacky online handle is a bit redundant. Wow. Seeking. Do you know anything about her? Nope, sorry. I have $80 here that might refresh your memory. Now that you mention it, I remember something. Really? Yeah. Now I'm totally sure that I have no idea whatsoever that you're talking about. Nothing at all? Nothing. Man, you're a sucky bartender, not having any info I need. Well, first of all, why assume I just happen to have the info you conveniently need? Does that girl frequent this place? Is there any proof that I might have the info you so desperately need? Well, And second, you're not gonna get anywhere by offering me physical money. Also, before I, go on in this dialogue, I would like to point out he offered her $80, which, according to everything I've seen in this game so far, is not a lot. I think the cheapest drink... whatever. Point is, it's not a lot of money in the currency of this game. What is George Costanza doing in this game? Yeah. And second, you're not going to get anywhere by offering me physical money. In fact, what are you doing with physical money? You want to get mugged so badly? Yeah, well, moreover... Even if I did know something, do you really think $80 is enough? There we go. You can do almost nothing with $80. It's not enough to get a decent lunch. See, there we go. Why are you scolding me? Why did you call me a sucky bartender for not conveniently having the info you need? Wait, of course. You want all the deals to be clean, so you need me to spend money on the bar. That's how it works, right? I spend money, you give me the info. Maybe, maybe not. Okay then, give me a drink. But keep it under $80. Okay. I know there is at least one drink you can make that is under $80 that I remember off the top of my head. Yo, what's up, Ed? Cup of noodle is $60. Okay, let's see... Classic drinks, maybe? Like a beer. How much is a beer? 200. Well, frothy water is 150. Bleeding Jane is 200. Let me just go through the drinks individually and look at the prices. Gut Punch is $80. Exactly. That's all. That's the only option. You're getting a gut punch, buddy. Optional Karma Trine. Ooh. Okay. Give me one sec. It's time to prepare my own concoction. Okay, so tonight I'm going with something slightly fancier than I have the previous nights. I'm going for one of my more liked drinks, a White Russian. I've already got in this cup, if you can see, a mixture of milk and coffee. I know generally you don't put actual coffee in a White Russian, but that's what I do. That's how I do them. I'm not sure if it even qualifies as a White Russian if you do that, but that's how I do it. Okay, so I'm gonna add the rest of this bottle of Popov, which is not much. I almost emptied it last night, but there's a little bit left. Yeah, I got the milk off cam. Oh, I see what you're saying. Dude, shut up. And I don't know like what good coffee liqueur is. I know my uncle swears by Kahlua, I think. Or yeah, that's what it's called, right? I got Kimura. You can't even... Kimura. I don't know if that's a good brand for coffee liqueur, but that's what the liquor store I went to had, so that's what I got. I don't know how much is a good amount to put in. According to what I've read, you don't want that much coffee liqueur, but I kind of beg to differ. So I'm trying to, like, have a balance here. I'm mixing it, and I'm going to do a little taste test. It's pretty good. It's not as strong as I expected. I didn't put that much vodka in, really, so I guess that's why. A wide awake Russian, yeah. Okay. A little bit more coffee liqueur. Made that just perfect. I'm just reading the bottle of this because I've never had this Kimura before. 20% alcohol by volume. Okay. So I taste tested this, but I didn't actually like take a real drink for the drink that I'm about to make for this guy. I'll do that here in a second after I've actually made the drink in the game. In the meantime, let me catch up on chat. 80 bucks and 14 alcohols, what a steal. I know, right? Why do these goddamn fireballs and Doom kill you in one shot? Yeah, that's one of the things I like about Nightmare Doom, is like, situationally, even the imps can kill you in one fucking hit. It's insane. Of course it has optional Karma Shrine. No alcohol, he doesn't deserve it. Dude, I want to get him drunk, so he'll say something embarrassing and or juicy. Sorry you don't like milk, Ed, but don't worry. This is no longer milk. This is just a White Russian. Not really a proper White Russian, like I said. A proper White Russian would be cream, not even milk, just cream. And it wouldn't have straight up coffee in it, but again, that's how I do it. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about your fear of milk, Ed. It might be Aztec Cafe, or Cafe Aztec that you had. I think I saw that actually at the liquor store I went to, so I was wrong when I said Kimura is the only thing they had. That sounds really bad, Clark. Anyway, let me mix this guy's drink. He wants 5 Bronson extract. He wants 1 Flannerguide and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Karmatrine. Remember, for those of you who hadn't seen the entirety of me streaming this game, which is probably everybody, I'm sure at some point everybody has stopped paying attention. Karmatrine is this universe's equivalent of alcohol, and it is confirmed as being tasteless. So people don't even necessarily know that it's in their drink. Some people who are experienced drinkers can apparently detect it, like Donovan could. But I kind of doubt this guy will know I just loaded him up with Karmatrine. I kind of doubt it. Let's give it a shot. Aged and mixed. Success. Hehehe. Take a drink, boys. It's good. I like that. Here. Okay then, do you know anything about the girl? No. But you said, maybe, maybe not. Turns out, it's maybe not. You were the one deluding yourself into thinking I might know something. And like I said, $80 is nothing. So, I need to spend more? I'll give you some intel. Spend all the money you want, but I know nothing, and no amount will change that. Can I at least get my money back? Why? The order's right, isn't it? I guess. So why are you looking for that girl, mister? Vondelay. Art Vondelay. Okay, so I think you guys were on point with the George Costanza thing. For those of you who don't know, Art Vandelay is... it's a thing from Seinfeld. This is so fucking good. This game has made a lot of pop culture references so far, and I don't know how it's done it without seeming even slightly annoying. It just does it so perfectly. I'm a private detective. It's what I do. So, I'll assume you're either looking for a missing girl or working for a creepy online stalker. You're assuming the girl I'm looking for is innocent or lost. She's not? She's half of the so-called Reapers of the city. 2 guns for hire that work for whoever's resourceful enough to find them and wealthy enough to pay them. Crimson Rose and Cobalt Lily, they call themselves. They still sound more like teenagers' internet nicknames. So, who wanted you to track her? I don't know. I got the letter with the instructions and a paycheck. What if it's a prank? I have the money, so what do I care if it is? Besides, considering the amount I was able to cash in with that check, it would be a pretty wasteful prank. I see. Still, any information or rumors you could give me? They don't have to be related to the girl. Why do you need them? It's always good to keep up with the local goings-on. Well, let's see. Sorry. Can't think about anything right now. Most of the conversations you hear in here aren't rumor-worthy. Humor-worthy, maybe. But not much about current events, at least not beyond what you see on the news. Damn it. What kind of bar is this if you can't gather word on the street? What kind of film noir world do you think you live in? Gil might know something if you're so fixated on finding some kind of information. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know something that might help me, Gil? I don't. I certainly don't, and I'm offended by the suggestion that I do. He knows something. On second thought, maybe it's better if you don't get involved with him. Well, this has been a major waste of time, and here I thought I was all the noise BTC bars... What? Oh, and here I thought all the noise BTC bars have made lately would be useful for something. Noise? What noise? You don't know? I'm asking for a reason. You'll find out soon enough, don't worry. In any case, I'll have another drink and leave. What can I get you? I'll have a Grizzly Temple. Simple enough. Only one karma shrine this time. Fair enough, dude. Blended. Take a drink, and let me catch up on chat. Ugh. Had to mute my mic. I had to sneeze. Like I said, my allergies have been terrible today. You once poured milk and it was slimy. That's awful, GameBot. Squats and shots, boys. No squats. Fuck off, dude. You gotta do squats. What do you win for guessing it right? That is a cute Moogie. He asked for the 2 worst tasting drinks. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Some people like alcohol like that. Some people like their alcohol just fucking nasty. I mean, when I pour vodka, when I drink vodka, I tend to make it more vodka than most people would. You know, as far as the ratio to my mixer. But I don't do that because I like the taste more. I just do that just because I want to get drunk more efficiently. He's either a fan of the movie or he's got shit taste. Looking at his scarf, it's probably the latter. Alright. The last drink I took was actually pretty small, so let me take another drink. Another sip. How are the volume levels, by the way? They should be fine, judging on how I've done things the last couple streams, but I didn't do any tests today. I'm always real paranoid about my volume balance with this game. Because I have the sound turned up pretty high on my end, but I want it to be lower, you know, for the stream's end, obviously. Volume is good? Okay. Sounds good. Here is your Grizzly Temple, my boy, Mr. Von Delay. Okay, then this is going to be deducted from the $80 from earlier, right? No. Fine. Come on, there has to be something. This week has been slow as hell. The only good thing I've heard about is this girl who threw herself off the roof of a nearby mall. Huh. I wonder... Nah, I'm reading too deep into it. Never mind. I was about to speculate if that was a reference to something, but no. And the whole thing about a woman catching her mid... Oh yeah, it's that. Okay. They talked about that yesterday. Aside from rumors that the Harbingers are looking to cause trouble at a bank today, no, not really. Damn it. Wait, who told you that? It appeared on the news, didn't it? Yeah, but the name the Harbingers wasn't used. No Glitch City outlet has reported that themselves. There are rumors that someone or something is keeping them silent, and even the international outlets aren't using the name the Harbingers. They're avoiding acknowledging the organization yet for some reason. So you're either one of them or somebody in the know told you about it. Wow, he can be surprisingly sharp. Yeah, Donovan D. Dawson was in here for the last 3 days, actually. Really? I wonder if he'll notice the glass that Idol signed. I mean, sure, I can't think of anything that would be useful involving him right now, but... guess not. Did he talk about anything interesting? Interviewing the Idol that had a show a couple days ago, dealing with the messy interns... Par for the course, I guess. I see. That's... Gunshot! It's a backfire. Firecrackers! Hey, What do you think that sound just now was? Sounded like something very heavy being dropped. Something heavy? Come on, it's not even close. It was definitely more like an explosion of some kind. No, you could clearly hear the clashing of metal. Something that was both made out of metal and very heavy fell down. That's what made the sound. Whatever it is, it's not normal for it to be repeating so often. I wonder if something's happening. If something is happening. I'm having a hard time reading tonight. I heard there were some gang spats going on. Maybe they took the conflict here. Which means gunshots. If that's the case, I just hope they don't come too near us. Well, I've got to go. Seems coming here wasn't a waste of time after all. Really? Really? I just had different needs. But there will come a time when this place might help me. Goodbye. Please come again. Gangs then? Unlikely. This is unicorn territory. They've always been a neutral and important third party in other gangs' deals. Then who? The who what now? I'll just pretend I heard nothing. Thank you. He left me thinking about the whole noise from BTC bars thing. What's up with that? I think I heard something about money laundering through bars. Don't take my word for it, though. I see. I guess I'll find out soon enough. Welcome. Streaming, Chen. Giving you a live video feed of my life and adventures 24/7. Bathroom time and naughty moments only available to premium users, of course, dude. You gotta support my Patreon to see the 18+ content. It's only $99.99 a month. Go premium now. It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for Streaming Chan's Escapades. Hey kids, wanna die? This, for those of you who might not be aware, and this might be betraying some lack of experience on my part as well, but did I miss bath time? This scrolling text is based mostly on, like, Japanese streams, which tends to have, like, you know, text from chat scroll across the screen like this. I think some Korean streams might do this as well. I don't know for sure, though. That's her webcam right there, I imagine. Or just her camera, not a webcam, but... Marry me in one chan. Okay, so that was her theme music, and it is now done. This is Neo Avatar. You think it's mostly a Nico video thing? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I wasn't sure, though. So yeah, so in a sense, this is the second girl we've met who gets down to sexual things for money. Not exactly prostitution, more of a porn kind of thing, except it's not even really that. It's just like, I'm taking a shower now. You wanna watch? Today's escapade is brought to you by ShiningFingered.moe. Leaders of VR adult entertainment since 2069. By a year... Oh, wait! So that's why Foray said to Jill, you know, you really like that blog, and Jill is like, I have needs. Because the blog she's subscribed to is, you know, an adult blog. It's pornographic. Fucking Jill. Show feet? Did I miss bath time? Buy a year of premium membership and you'll get a code. Exchange the code for a free trial of a VR experience modeled after yours truly. Wow. Excuse... Today I picked the shoddiest, nastiest, smelliest, ugliest bar I could find downtown. And sadly, it actually looks half decent inside. So much for going to a crap hole bar that smells like dog urine. Boring, lame. Dude, that 3 mouth. That's just a 3. The artist literally just opened up a text thing and typed 3 for that mouth. Just saying. How do I premium? I miss short-haired streaming Chan. Okay, Jay Clark. See you later. Anime was a mistake. I'm still just reading the text. How do I shockweb? Moon. Anime was a mistake. Okay, it's just repeating the stuff now. How do I Dinko? Oh, it was one of the scrolls. I didn't see that. Thank you for still being here, Jay Clark. Hehe. Excuse me? But no matter. Tonight I'll give you an escapade you'll never forget. Hey you, where's the bartender? You're talking to her. Very funny. Where is he, really? Right in front of you. Hey you, the pretty boy over there. Where's the bartender? You're looking at him. No way. No hot, shirtless guy playing with fire and serving drinks while flirting with you. No sexy, scantily clad girl jiggling around the place. You're telling me you two, dressed like fucking waiters, are the bartenders here? Holy crap, that text. Yep. Seems that way. Is that a problem? Of course it's a problem. Friday nights are peak viewing hours. I need something sexy or enticing to keep them interested. Oh well, there's an easy solution to that. There is? Yeah, just take your top off. Go for it, Jill. No, don't. You might need to take off your bra too, depending on how the traffic goes. Wait, you're quite flat. Do you even use a bra? Is that piercing glare a no? Come on, one of us is gonna have to take their top off and it ain't gonna be me. I already did that once today. Ah, and it's too late to go somewhere else. By the time I find an even nastier bar, they'll be closed. What's your policy on wearing pants? Somebody tried to have me fired for wearing a skirt, so we deal with that on a case-by-case basis. That's not a concrete answer. I need a binary yes-no answer. My viewers have the attention span of fruit flies. If they wanted to use their brains, you think they'd watch something like this? I need to keep them entertained, and the fact you still have your shirt on isn't helping. Wait, I know. Give me a drink. A big one. The nastiest one you can think of. Hello? Service here, please? Wow, it's like my brain shut down. Sure. Nasty, nasty drink. Manly and promo drinks are both nasty, but that's my opinion. Let's find either a manly or a promo drink that has optional Karmatron. Let's see. Oh yeah, Grizzly Temple has one. Zinstar. Zinstar is big. Oh yeah, she was saying she wants it to be big as well. So let's see if I can find something that meets all of that. Manly, Gut Punch. Gut Punch is optional. And of course, if I put a ton of Karmatron in, it'll be big. Well, no, wait, because I can still put a bunch of Karmatron in. Right? Because that'll be 10, that'll be 12, so then I can put 8 Karmatron in. Let me take a look at some other stuff, though, just to be sure here. Pile Driver is 4. Suplex is 3, but that would be 6. Mars Blast. No. Crevice Spike. Crevice Spike is optional, and it's more expensive, so we'd get more money. So that would be, maybe 12 as well, so it'd be the same either way. But this is more expensive, so we'll go with this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And fill it up with Karmatron. Blended. It'll knock the drunkenness out of you or knock you out cold. Sour, manly, sobering. How'd I fuck up? Well, it's only sobering if you don't put Karmatrine in. I think it's labeled sobering because the Karmatrine is optional. So it can be sobering, but it isn't necessarily. Oh, yeah, Seeking, I'm doing a double. Because she said she wanted a big one. Blended. Here we go, crevice spike. Take a drink. Tasty, tasty. You got a big one for her, haha. Yeah, that would be a good touch, Ed. That's funny. You know, I may be betraying some knowledge that maybe I shouldn't have, but her membership, her $99 per month membership, you know, going by the fact that everything in the Valhalla universe is inflated as fuck, is not bad. Her membership, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure there are cam girls, like, in real life who make way more money than that. I mean, like, in terms of, like, if you want to get all of their content, you gotta pay more money on a monthly basis than that. So for somebody to pay less than a single drink per month to, like, you know, watch her shower and everything, that's a pretty good deal. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, you know, I wouldn't pay for the membership because I don't need to watch a girl shower. But it's a good deal. A Twitch subscription is twice as expensive in number of beers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, on this website too. That's true, Seeking. That's true. That's a very good point you bring up. Anyway, here's her crevice spike. Here. Alright then, cheers. I don't think you should chug it down so quickly. Too much clothing. It's like it hit me, but I didn't feel it until a few seconds later. Is this what being kicked in the balls feels like? Yep. Okay, I've decided. I'll just get really wasted. That's gotta be fun enough, right? If you say so. Okay, in the meantime, what can you tell me about this bar? What do you mean? Weird stories, fun stuff, interesting facts. I'm checking out chat real quick to see if there was anything I missed earlier. Don't think so. The pleasure of being cummed inside can't get more realistic than this. That's one of my favorite memes. That's an old school meme nowadays. Probably. You're being seen by an average of 6,000... Really? 6,000 people? I mean... That's... You know, that's way more people than watch me, obviously. That's, you know, objectively, that's a lot of people. But I kind of feel like... you know, well... It's not bath time. Let me put it that way. So that is good numbers, actually. For not bath time, that's good numbers. Good luck, Jay Clark. Let me see what shiningfinger.moa is. Hot finger intertwining action. Based Sukeban. Hashtag NTR. Okay. So, okay, an average of 6,000 people are watching our bar right now. Let's see then. Last weekend, we held a party for the Safe Fair Toy Company. And it's a company run completely by dogs. Really? This place was completely overrun by corgis. Wait. Corgis? Did you really serve drinks to corgis? All these laughs. Tuxedo-clad, talking corgis. Yeah. Wow, awesome. Wait, you're not shitting me, right? I wish I was shitting you, trust me. What else? Let's see. Donovan D. Dawson from the Augmented Eye was here for 3 nights in a row. That perfumed chauvinistic bastard. Huh, there's that word again. Just the other day, someone from the Augmented Eye interviewed me, actually. What did they ask? Oh, the usual bullshit. Who I was, what I did, future plans, inspirations. The one that interviewed me was this small, meek girl with glasses. She seemed a bit bitter, though. I wonder why. But enough about that. Wait, can I see that glass over there? Sure. This signature, is this Kira Miki's autograph? Yeah, she came here before her last concert. Get out, really? Is this some kind of secret hidden bar of the stars or something? Not really, we're just in the right place at the right time. What kind of person is she when she's not on stage? I've tried to get a meeting with her and she actually seemed willing but always busy. Every time that "Hey kids, wanna die" scrolls by. A very nice girl, actually. She seems to be completely invested in her work. She loves what she does and it shows. You'd think she'd be some sort of diva, but as far as I'm concerned, she's one of the nicest people I've met. I knew it! I knew she was nice! Her passion shows in her concerts, you know? She's so spontaneous. Her performances are never the same. Every time she sings Shine Spark, I love the name of that song. So good. I feel like my soul is warming up like a high-performance computer. Shine Spark! I find myself singing it in the shower all the time. And those who pay premium can hear me sing it every day at $99.99 a month. Go premium now. That aside, I was about to call bullshit on what you said, but I guess you do have some sort of proof for everything. Can I keep this glass? No. Pretty please? No. Party pooper. At least this bar might be more interesting than I initially thought. The one thing that'd make it perfect is if Pretty Boy over there had a past with KGB. Who told... Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy, huh? Fucking girl. Are you gonna order anything else? What? Oh, yeah. The whole getting wasted thing. I heard of a drink called Bad Touch. Give me a big one of those, please. A big Bad Touch. Coming right up. Let's give her a big Bad Touch. Jill. My girl. Remember to give me a bad touch, y'all. I'd buy that for $1. $90 for premium. $99. Isn't Shine Spark one of the specials from Madoka? I don't know. It's a technique from several Metroid games, which I assume is what it's a reference to. Yeah. Bathroom break. This message can... You have to have a 4chan Gold subscription to see this message. Good bad touches, y'all. You identify on a spiritual level as Jill. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There are a lot of cool and attractive female customers in this game, but so far I think my waifu is just Jill. She's, very relatable. Okay, she wants a bad touch. I'll give you a bad touch. She wants it big. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8 Karmatron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Apparently VIP is a legit thing on 4chan now for the actual 4chan Pass members. Yeah, apparently so. I can't say I blame them. Apparently, you know, Hiroyuki bought 4chan, and apparently it's fucking bleeding money. I guess that's why Moot decided to sell it to begin with. I don't know, I think there is a much stronger attitude, and this might be, like, just totally off base. This is kind of something I'm just pulling out of my ass based totally on my feeling. But I think in Japan, there's a much stronger attitude of, like, paying for shit, even if you don't need to. And I think in the West, if you can get something for free, people more often are gonna do it. So I think Hiroyuki may have expected more people to buy 4chan passes, and just in general, you know, for the site to be more profitable than it is. Yeah, seeking. I mean, I remember an interview with Moot back from like 2006 or something. Probably not that far back, but quite a while back, where he was saying that, like, he was pretty severely in debt from trying to keep 4chan afloat. And I don't know if that was true up until the point where he sold it, but that's how it used to be, at least. Yeah, Toaster. I think you're right there. Anyway, I mean, like me, I go to 4chan all the time. I've never bought a 4chan pass. It's not that I, you know, I'm necessarily against the idea of paying for shit that I like. I pay for lots of shit that I like. But I don't know. I'm not gonna do so if there's not a tangible reason for me to, you know? Even then, that's not exactly true. You know, I've donated a little bit of money to some shit, but, you know, I don't know. If you want to make some money, give people a reason to give you money. You didn't even know a 4chan pass was a thing. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, you're not, like, really missing out on anything by not having one, so you wouldn't necessarily even realize. Anyway, let me take a drink. Well, let me mix this first. On the rocks. Mixed. Here we go. A big bad touch. Now let's take a drink. Pretty good. Here you go, baby. I was expecting something dirtier. We have olive brine. I can pour in a bit if that's what you want. No, not that. With such a dirty name, it feels like the drink ought to come in a phallic glass or be this thick white liquid. That would have skyrocketed the watchers at least threefold. Don't you have anything like that? Nope. I'll have to make do with the condensed milk when I get home. Friendly reminder that today's escapade is brought to you by ShiningFinger.moe, leaders of VR adult entertainment since 2069. Buy a year of premium membership for a neat code. Said code will net you a free trial of a VR experience with a model based on moi. What's the deal with that VR experience? Well, a fan made an NND model of me. I wonder if that's a reference to MMD, Miku Miku Dance. Anyway, a fan made an NND model of me. When Shining Finger had asked me about a model for our partnership, I just contacted him. He got money for polishing the model. A lot more. I got my partnership. We all won. I even got him a year of free premium membership and a VR set. Ooh, that's nice. Wait, what's NND? Don't tell me you haven't heard of Niku Niku Dance. Okay, so yeah. It is indeed such a reference. I asked for a reason. It's music videos with 3D models. Yeah, that sounds like a good enough explanation. I see. To be honest, though, the model is a bit meatier than me. Not that I mind it, though, considering the use it gets. You know, I was expecting you to be more scared when I said that you're being watched by a lot of people. It's hard to be scared when you can't see these people. But they're still there, you know. Sure, They're behind screens and sometimes in the opposite corner of the world. But every single one of my viewers is a real person with a real life. Not being here doesn't make them any less real. I understand, but it's just not the same. They're not here visibly paying attention to me. I don't get paranoid because of my phone contacts. That's true, I guess. So, tell me, what made a lady like you become a bartender? It's not exactly an exciting story. Does it involve a man? No. What about a crime? Nope. A childhood promise? Nah. A religious vow? A what? You're not gonna tell me that you just decided out of the blue to quit your job and start bartending. That's actually what happened. Sorta. Oh, come on. No epiphany? Quarter-life crisis? Not even a hot teacher somewhere along the line? Life isn't always a young adult novel where every decision is a road cone. And that's a problem. 1/3 of my audience are teens that shouldn't be allowed to watch my streams. Throw me a bone here. There must be a nice mystical story you can tell about yourself, Miss Bartender. Well, yes? Sometime after I started working, I got an interesting client. He was a DRK S0L, a really old Lilim model. Apparently his power supply was running low. His charger was destroyed and he didn't have the money to buy upgrades or replacements. He also seemed to have neglected his maintenance. He was from a time when the collective source wasn't a cloud storage system. So, he wouldn't be uploaded there once his body ran out of energy. Keep going. It was weird, you know, he was the only Lilim I've seen with a clear-cut fear of mortality. No transcendence for him. He'd disappear once his batteries ran out. It's like knowing you'll vanish while everyone else passes on to heaven, he said. Oh man. I guess he felt bad about burdening someone else with his problems, so he went and gave me a fingertip of his that fell while we were talking. Before he left, he said, "If you remember me, maybe a part of me will transcend." Bravo, bravo! Touching, full of feeling, completely awesome. I'd pay to see a movie like that. So what happened to that finger? I made a pendant out of it. I carry it with me at all times. Even while bathing. Almost all times. Now that I think about it, how do you handle the stream if you want to watch a movie or something? I have a plugin that lays mosaic censorship over whatever I watch on TV or in the theater. I see. Okay, this is getting stale. I'm gonna heat this up even if I have to do it all by myself. We need to drop a cow in here. Miss Bartender, get me drunk. I don't care how. Just do it. Okay. Well, something with optional karma shrine, right? Oh wait, I was about to take a drink when I'm not allowed to yet. I think I'll put in a little bit more coffee liqueur for myself. Because I'm really not feeling it yet. And I've taken some pretty big drinks. What drink has the most Karmatrine? Anything that has optional Karmatrine and low amounts of other ingredients should be the thing. Oh, that's only 5 and then optional. A blue fairy. Let me check the others. That's 6, and no. That's 6. Well, I could make it a big one, and that would be 2 and 18. Let's do that. Let's try that. A Fringe Weaver. 1, 2, and then just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, that should do it, right? Aged and mixed. It's It's like drinking ethylene alcohol with a spoonful of sugar. Bubbly, classy, strong. All right. So, look at her face. Lightheadedness, clumsy tongue, palms sweaty, knees weak, arms spaghetti. Wow, okay. That reference bothers me a little bit, but we'll keep going. Can't feel my legs. Can't feel my legs. Alright, let's get it on with the lewd stuff. First, I'll try to guess your bust size. I must warn you, I have a 90% success rate with this. I'd say B. Not big enough to fill a hand, but not small enough to make you look like a child. Hang on, what did Jill say? Oh, she just said ... I think I missed something in chat a second ago. Oh yeah, Walter Pickles, what you said earlier about how they'll limit the number of images you can post a day without a pass, I think that's a good idea, actually. I believe they also said, like, if you have a 4chan pass, your posting cooldown is, like, way lower. Or, yeah, because I think it's a minute right now if you're not a pass user. Sorry for just, like, going way back to another subject. Yeah, we're getting white girl wasted. And she is just a walking meme. Okay, so we're talking about Jill's boobs now. Not big enough to fill a hand, not small enough to make you look like a child. You're a size B, right? I'm not discussing my bust. Don't be like that. I can tell you're a B cup. Your attitude makes me think you're an S, and your behavior makes me think your blood is AB. So, how many did I get right? Who knows? Ah, please, let me get on with this. I need you to cooperate if this is going to be a success. Can I ask something? Finally. What's the point of getting drunk if you're going to behave the same way? I guess it is kind of redundant. Because you see, I'm drunk 24/7. Eh? Knowing people want to watch me do anything and everything. Seeing the viewer count steadily rise as I take more risks and become more adventurous. It's a feeling that neither alcohol nor sex can compare to. Speaking of sex, if I get lucky tonight, you only need to pay $99.99 to see what happens afterwards. Go premium or go home. Do you really get lucky if the other person knows they're being streamed? You'd be surprised by how many men are actually turned on by that. Do you deal with people who don't want their identities revealed? Or how do you deal with them? Everything's written here. By being captured by this camera, you hereby provide consent to the use of your face on all material produced by Streaming Chan LLC. I'm not sure how legal that is. People believe it is, and I've yet to be troubled by a lawyer. It's funny, though. When you're on the street, unless it's somebody really hot, you can't recall their face. But learn their name, and suddenly they're a fucking snowflake that's better than all the rest. Huh. This is weird. I'm feeling sleepy. You did ask me to get you drunk. Why is it weird? Because I haven't felt sleepy in quite some time. In fact, I've been sleep deprived for a while now. How long? A week. A week? Weeks are the ones with 30 days, right? Yep. Totally sleepy. I can feel my eyes getting heavier. And there's this weird lag when I try to move. What's up with that? Anyways, I think I'll take a little nap here before storming off and continuing the night, if you'll excuse me. Should I call a cab? And risk waking her up? Leave her be. I'd rather break the rules and let her sleep than deal with her again. I'm gonna take my break now. It's been a while since I've needed a cigarette this badly. Alright. Ooh, goo. White girl wasted. Save the game, take a drink. Drop a cow. What about alcohol and sex? I feel like you're right, Toaster, about the consent forms. I am an adult. Is that what Jill looks like? Yeah, in the loading screen you just saw she was the center girl. Would I watch Streaming Chan's stream? No. She probably doesn't do anything interesting most of the time. I'd probably pay for her, well, I mean, you know, I would torrent some of her, you know, subscription-only content, and I'd give that some attention probably one time, and then I would, you know, not really care about it beyond that. That's probably what I would do. Torrenting in 2070X. Yeah, you're right. Torrents are going to be taken down for good before then, and then we're going to go back to purely distributing through IRC, which is better anyway. So I'd download it through IRC. I still get like half of the anime I've watched lately through IRC. I keep having to clear my throat a lot, so. Sorry about that. Probably one time tonight. Somewhat related to the subject, if anyone's curious, there is some very mildly erotic art by Kiririn, the artist of this game and designer of this game. I say mildly because it doesn't even feature nudity, but you should look up their DeviantArt, or not their DeviantArt, their Pixiv, because they're quite a good artist. Maybe it is DeviantArt. I can't remember. There might be GameBot. I can't remember. Yeah, you wouldn't pay to watch the lewd stuff. Well, I mean, if for some reason I couldn't torrent it or, you know, pirate it, I'd pay once for it. Because, like we established, in the year 2070X, $99 ain't shit. I'd pay one time, get a month's worth of content, and be like, well, okay, I have this now. That's enough for me. You tried to get yourself a foot fetish once, it didn't work. Same, actually. I gave it a chance, too. Wasn't into it. Can't really see what the fuss is about. Game saved. It's now safe to keep playing. This is such a cute picture of Sei right here. Can you romance people? No, the waifu thing is just an epic prank to make people buy this game. Yeah, I mean, everyone's got feet. It would be a convenient fetish to have. The lovely sensation of feeling like you're forgetting something. Forgetting music? Let's go. All done. Feeling better? Fresh air does wonders for you. Well, for a given value of fresh anyway. I insist that it sounds like dynamite. No, it was too long to be dynamite. It sounded more like some heavy-duty tool. You're a heavy-duty tool. Yo, what a burn. Yes, I am. Wait, that... Damn it. Oh, welcome back. Huh. These are new to me. They look quite interesting. 2 Lilim, maybe? I mean, the one on the right is probably a Lilim. One on the left looks like she could be one. I could have sworn this place looked a lot more pink the last time we came. Maybe it's the lighting. Hey, bartender, what did that noise just now sound like to you? I say it sounds like construction, but Betty here says it's dynamite or something like that. Not you two. Eh? You think it's dynamite then? What? No, I say it's a backfire. It's a gunshot. Firecrackers. See? Those sounds have been going on all night and we can't figure out what they are. Well, we aren't here to discuss that. We're here to... Who is he? Gillian, nice to meet you. I don't know. You have more of a John face. I didn't read that line right, but whatever. Where was he last weekend? I don't know and I don't care. He already made amends for leaving me to fend off all those dogs. Anyway, what do you want? Beer? Oh, what the hell. I'll have a beer too. 2 beers coming right up. Alright. There is 1 beer. Oh, whoops. What did I do wrong? I guess I just got the ingredients wrong. 1 Adelhyde, 2 Bronson extract, 1 powder delta. Oh. I think I added 4 powder delta for some reason. And I didn't add the Flanner guide. Alright, 4 Carmitrine. 1 beer, 1 drink for me. Good find, crew. I already found it, but I actually went out of my way to find pretty much everything I could about the developers and stuff, but I didn't actually read any of it because I didn't want to risk spoiling anything about the game for myself. So yeah, that's how that is. Give me a sec, I'm gonna check on something in Discord. Just for my own sanity. Forgot what this song's name is. Heart of the City. I like this song. It's a really good bar song. Okay. Alright, another beer. Next. 1 Adelhyde, 2 Bronson extract, 1 powder delta, 2 Flanner guide, 4 Carmitrine. One more drink for me. $200 for a fucking beer, goddamn. Yeah, that's like $3 in 2070 money. You could get a gut punch for $80. You know, come to think of it, I wonder how awful a gut punch must be for it to be that much less than a beer. Then again, as it says in the description here, traditionally brewed beer has become a luxury, but this one's pretty close to the real deal. So maybe this beer we're making, you know, it isn't like Bud Light or some shit. It's actually good beer. And a gut punch maybe is the Bud Light of the 2070s. Okay. Here you go, y'all. Thank you. Man, after work beer is always the best beer. Yeah. So tell me, bartender. Just call me Jill. Jill? That's a nice name. How's business lately? As usual. Wait, I guess you don't really know what usual means for us. We're not the kind to be filled to the brim during rush hours, and we don't have that many regulars, so it's just the same. Nothing's changed. I guess when we came here with all the dogs, it was quite the change of pace, huh? You have no idea. I have a question, Jill. This robot's name is Deal, I would like to point out. Which is interesting. Is it about the girl sleeping next to you? Premium. Twitch.tv/Azure/subscribe. Please don't wake her up. Do you regularly let people sleep here? No, but I'd rather have her sleeping than talking. Should you be saying that with at least 6,000 people listening? Let them hear, I don't care. 6,000 people? She calls herself Streaming Chan. She's been streaming her life 24/7. That sounds familiar. I think one of the dogs talked about seeing someone doing that. I don't know if it's the same person. So, 6,000 people are watching and hearing us? Considering the way she's sleeping, they're probably only hearing us. Her camera is against the table. I don't know how many are still on the channel, though. I see. So, there will be a lot more witnesses if something is said. Do any of you have a criminal past? No. Just a minor charge of petty vandalism. What'd you do? Painted graffiti outside of my high school saying Miss Thompson's a cunt. I don't know. Maybe Betty's not a Lilin, now that I look at her. She just has like a really, she's got like real pale skin and I don't know. Why'd you do that? Because Miss Thompson was a cunt. She constantly humiliated whoever got her questions wrong. She also constantly bullied 2 of my classmates. True, I got a week of suspension and had to clean the wall, but it gave everyone the courage to speak up. So, how's stuff at Doglandia? Well, we recently struck a deal with Farmer Fabrics to start a doggy clothing line. Farmer Fabrics? That name rings a bell. It's that textile company where the owner believes herself to be an alpaca. Oh, yeah, that one. We had her here some time ago. She got drunk and so much saliva everywhere. Oh. That look on her face, dude. But anyway, dog clothes. We hired a new employee and she showed the higher-ups some designs. After a couple of talks, they decided to give the clothing production a try. Those designs were embarrassing, you know, but something tells me that's why they were approved. You guys want anything else? I'll have whatever this guy orders. Let's see, I'll have a Brantini. 2 Brantinis then. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1 Karmatrine. Aged. That's a Brantini, take a drink. So, I'm glad we have another, what appears to be, Lilin in the bar. And I'm glad that the game hasn't gone out of its way to clarify through its dialogue or whatever. Okay, Seeking. Good luck with whatever you're doing. I'm glad the game hasn't gone out of its way to clarify that it is a Lilin. I don't even know for sure that it is, but I mean, look at the guy. He's probably a Lilin, right? Anyway, it's, again, like, the implications this game has had so far and how it handles its Lilin characters is really interesting. Of course, Dorothy is an interesting character, big time. I explained why pretty thoroughly when we first met her, and even thereafter, the next night I explained why I think so. And the reason she is interesting is, of course, entwined with her being a Lilin. And then we've had the idol, Kiramiki, and now we have this guy. And this guy is interesting not in and of himself, in my opinion. He's interesting because he's not interesting, for lack of a better way to put it. Like, he just comes in, he's like, yo, what's up? I'm here. I'm here with my coworker / possibly girlfriend or friend, whatever, person. Just this other person. I'm just here with her. Give me something to drink, because this is a bar, and that's what people come to bars for. And that's all. That's all the guy is so far. And it's interesting to me because, you know, what am I trying to say here? It's just interesting to me how human the Lilim are. They're pretty much just like a different race of people, practically. Obviously, there are some differences, like they were just talking about, Jill was just talking about how there was the dude from the past who was an old model, so he had to die. He couldn't live forever because for some reason they couldn't be like uploaded to the Lilim cloud. So like practical stuff like that, obviously there are differences between the humans and the Lilim. But as far as their personalities, they're pretty much just people. They're pretty much just humans. And that's interesting to me. I mean, it's interesting because the Lilim are robots, Walter. They're just straight up robots. They're not people who converted to that body. At least not as far as we know. Perhaps some Lilim are like that, but the ones we've met so far are just robots. I mean, and there are some people, some humans, who have had their bodies converted, not to a Lilim, but like there's this dude who was in, I think on the first night, who had a robot who was like really heavily cyberized. Like a lot of his body was obviously synthetic. And our boss, who you've seen tonight a couple times, talking about the firecrackers and that's it really, has a robotic arm, but the Lilim seem to all just be straight up robots. So that's how that is. I've spent like... I took way too long to explain a pretty simple concept, I guess. But, I don't know. It's just one thing I really like about this game so far is the Lilim characters. You don't usually talk, but today you dropped... Yeah, you don't. I've noticed that. I always see your name in the user list, but you usually don't say anything. You dropped your favorite glass and it shattered all over the floor, so you can't drink with me. I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's pretty sad. I'm not gonna lie. Because take a look at this drink, or this glass right here. I actually care a lot about this glass. I have some emotional attachment to it. I also have, like I showed off the previous night, a coffee mug given to me for Christmas by my boy Big Jim. And because it was a nice gift from him. It was a very nice gift from him. Yeah, I have a lot of emotional attachment to it as well. And you know, if either of those broke, I'd be pretty sad. So, I mean, basically, I'm trying to say I feel for you. Sorry, yo. It's okay to be shy. Not as cool as mine? Well, that's subjective. I'm sure it was super cool. What kind of glass was it? Good thing the alcohol comes in a handy container you can drink from. That's probably the main way I'm going to be drinking alcohol come AGDQ. But, you know, normally I got to be a little classier than that. I was about to take a drink, which was wrong because I need to make the next drink. I need to make the next Brandtini. To take another drink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1 Karmatron, aged. You have a bowl you're really attached to. Yeah, I know what that's like too, actually. My mom, whenever I go over to my parents' house, and I, like, you know, when I go over there and eat breakfast, I My mom has a few dishes, or like a bowl and a couple cups that I remember from my childhood, and I always pick those, even though they're like child-sized, just because it's like I remember them from my childhood. So yeah, I kind of have an emotional attachment to those somehow. It's kind of embarrassing now that I think about it. I never really thought about it, but that's kind of an embarrassing thing to do, but I don't care. Damn, GameBot. It was a glass you stole from a bar. It was the best glass for the seasonal drink. Dang, dude. The soul of the owner of the bar caused you to drop it. It was the karmic force of the bar owner. Well, they better not, Tiger, because when I get drunk, I mean, my like, I really like talking about things in detail in general, and when I get drunk, that's multiplied. Except, of course, when I'm drunk, I'm fucking retarded. So, generally, whatever I'm talking about is not worth talking about in detail, but point is, I like taking my time in this game. Every time it's time to make a drink. This is Out of Orbit. I'm not a huge fan of this song. It's pretty alright, but I think I'll replace it next time I get the chance. Okay. Let me just serve the drinks. No problem, Ed. Oops. I skipped that. Yeah, Ed, because I'm pretty sure I didn't actually give you like a real answer to what you were asking about the chicken nugget question. I think I just gave you, like, I started talking about chicken nuggets, and then I never actually got around to giving you the real answer, so I wanted to clarify. Thanks, Tiger. Okay, she just said, here you go. That's the epic line that I skipped. You have such a wimpy taste in drinks, Steel. All of us spent their weekends in college partying like maniacs. Actually, not all of us went to college. You missed nothing. Sometimes I wish I could go back in time and kick myself. Oh, also, I spent all that time talking about how this guy is a Lilim, and the Lilim in this show, in this game are interesting, but I should point out, we don't know for sure that this guy is a Lilim. He certainly looks like something other than human, but he could also be like just a cyberized human, right? Like, I don't know, maybe he's had like the skin on his face fucked with, and so he just looks like this now. I don't know. Something on your mind? That girl that's designing the clothes. Laura, what about her? She's cute, but she could take more care in her appearance. I mean, right now, she fits the unkempt cutie category so well, it's almost painful. It's so cliched, I can't help but cringe when looking at her. Cringe? Yeah, it's like when you see something that's such a cheesy movie cliche, you just feel the need to kick whatever the hell it is. Kick? Betty, I didn't think I'd have to say this to you twice in the same month, but you shouldn't kick people. I wasn't gonna kick her. Why'd you think I'd kick her? Because I've seen you kick people before. Apparently unprovoked or due to complicated reasons only you understand. Fine, guilty as charged. Still, I'm gonna do something about her. I feel like I just need to. It's a matter of honor. Honor, she says. Well, maybe honor isn't the right word, but she has potential and I'm not gonna let her waste it. Jill, I'm gonna go check the antenna on the roof. Alright. She's your boss, right? Yeah, didn't you meet her before? No, I'm just the veterinarian. The dogs were the ones that organized a meeting with her. I'd say she's really good looking, but honestly, those pants rob her of her charm. What do you mean? They make her look too uptight, and at a glance, she doesn't seem like the type. Some shorts or a skirt would fit her better. Well, she wears a skirt or pants depending on the mood. There was also this one time she came in wearing a kilt, which is a type of skirt I'd like to point out, Jill. That kilt was awesome. Damn, she has some nice earring. Now that I think about it, you have that hobby of speculating what someone's personality is like based just on their looks. I mean, you did the same with Jill here. Amazing. You actually made that sound weird as hell. Yes, I have the habit of trying to guess someone's behavior based on their looks. No, it's not a hobby. You made that sound like I'm some sort of creep. I did? What did you think about me? Nothing much, really. Mostly that you were too polite. Not a natural polite, though. More of a professional polite. You're like that because you need to be. That was it, really. Although the way you looked at me when I said your boss could use a skirt or shorts was interesting. You seemed interested in what I said. Like you'd like to see that scenario. You're thinking too much. What do you think about Gil, then? He's either a total simpleton or acts like one in a way that consumes the rest of his character. Heh. Yeah. Gil's having a rough night, y'all. But anyway, I'm just a veterinarian. My judgment might be clouded by seeing so many furry businessmen. Let's have another round. Sounds like a good idea. You'll have something strong. You need to pump some testosterone into your taste in drinks. You'll thank me later, trust me. Then, 2 strong drinks. Manly drinks. I don't care which one. Well, you shut up. 2 manly drinks for the 2 girls. Some of us were forced to gain tolerance in college. You know, I don't think I drank at all until I was out of college. I just didn't. All I did in college was play video games, so, yeah. I mean, to be fair, all I did after college, too, was play video games and work, but... I took a drink when I wasn't supposed to. Oh well. Yeah, by the way, GameBot, to answer what you mentioned earlier, yeah, 50 nuggets is a lot. Not too much, but a lot. I'll eat 50 nuggets at AGDQ 2017. I will eat them. I'll eat 50 nuggets in one sitting, probably within 10 minutes. And it'll be slightly unpleasant, but not too unpleasant. It won't be that big of a deal in my opinion. I'll feel full. I'll feel more full than I'll want to feel, but I'll do it. The McNugget challenge is 50 in X amount of time, an hour maybe? Dude, 10 minutes? Yeah, I could do, yeah. Dude, I could do 10 minutes. Sorry. I think you're underestimating me. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do, okay. Let me think, actually. That is, I'm extremely bad at basic math while sober, so that's, I mean, if I ate 10... no, wait. If I ate 5 per minute... That... yeah, okay. Why was that hard for me to figure out? Yeah, dude. Okay, yeah, I can do that, no problem. 50 nuggets, 10 minutes. Easy. Will I have sauce? Probably not. Probably won't have sauce. I told you, I'm really bad at doing math in my head, Ed. If you give me, like... I'm not gonna go into it. Like, let me put it this way. For the past 6 years, have worked a job where several times a day, many times a day, on a daily, every day, I take money, I give change. I'm not like, I don't work retail, I'm not like a cashier, but, I take money from people and give them change back several times a day. And every single time, it's super nerve-wracking. Like, because I can't do basic math in my head. I just can't. When I was in school, I had no problem doing my math assignments for school. Like, I had no problem understanding the more complicated concepts, right? And if I had time to work a problem out, it was like, whatever. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm supposed to do. I'll do the most complicated shit you throw at me. But if you want me to do a math problem quickly, and without, like, having a calculator or something, dude, forget it. Because my mind, I'm like number dyslexic or something. I don't know. Anyway, back to the subject at hand, the nugget challenge. Having no sauce is like going in raw. Well, number one, that makes it sound like a good thing. Number two, I mean, I'm gonna need some kind of lubrication, right? Because even though Wendy's nuggets, or wait, you're getting McDonald's nuggets, right? Either way, they both have good nuggets. They're both sufficiently moist, but at the end of the day, it's still breaded chicken. And once I get past about 20, my mouth is going to start feeling a little bit dry. So I'm going to need some kind of lubrication, and I'm debating in my head whether it needs to be some kind of sauce or water. The thing about water is if I use water for lubrication, I'm going to need to really be careful in how I take it in. I don't want to take a gulp of water in between my nuggets. I want to take a tiny sip of water, because the whole point of the challenge is I'm going to be getting full. I'm going to be full of nuggets, dude. And if I drink water, that's going to make me feel more full. You know what I'm saying? So if I drink any water, it's going to be purely for the purpose of giving me some lubrication. You sip as you chew, exactly. Have I eaten 50 before? No. The most nuggets I've eaten in my life in one sitting was 20. And that was easy. I was pretty hungry at the time, and I felt like I could have eaten like another 10 or 15, no problem. So, I'm feeling pretty good about the nugget challenge. Feeling pretty good. Welcome back, Seeking. You missed me and Ed discussing the nugget challenge more. Once again, to reiterate, just in case you weren't aware, Seeking, Pro Gaming with Ed is going to buy me 50 nuggets, I think from McDonald's, I can't remember. And I'm going to eat them all within some amount of time. He was originally planning an hour. I told him in 10 minutes would be fine. I think I can eat 50 nuggets in 10 minutes. And that's the challenge. The challenge is I'm going to do it, and if I succeed, I will have done it, and if I fail, I will not have done it. Either way, I'm getting some nuggets out of Ed. And that's the important part, in my opinion. The plan was McDonald's. I mean, you know, Ed, whichever is cheaper, which is probably McDonald's, because I like McDonald's. I usually get Wendy's, because that's just what's closer to work and what's more convenient for me to... I mean, that's... You know, that's what we get at work when we eat fast food, is Wendy's. But McDonald's is fine too, whatever's cheaper. Yeah, and they have the more iconic nugs. They're the McNuggets, you know? Nobody says, oh, you know, I got the Wendy's nugs, or whatever the word would be. I got the McNug, I got the Nugdies. Nobody says that. They say, I got the nuggets from Wendy's. You know what people do say, though? They say, I got the McNuggets. Just put the Mick right in front of it, because that's how iconic they are. So yeah. I mean, you get whatever you want. I like both. I'm a big fan of Wendy's, big fan of McDonald's. So yeah. So let me talk about this game a little bit. Oh yeah, I spoiled a detail of this game for myself by accident. I'm going to say it within the next 10 seconds, so I'll count down to 5, and then after that countdown to 5, you can mute the stream, and then you can unmute it within 10 seconds after that, and I'll tell you the spoiler. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There is apparently a wiki entry for the protagonist of this game, Jill, that says she is bisexual. Okay, and then there's the end of the spoiler, few seconds. I took a drink when I shouldn't have. I don't know why I just did that. Okay, so the time for people to be muted is over. Everything's fine. Anyway, that fact that I just stated, I don't know, like, if that's... I don't even know if that's true, because the source where I read it might not even be correct. It might just be people making shit up. Anyway, point is, it makes me wonder how exactly our girl Jill feels towards the boss. Because they were just talking about her looking... how she'd look better in a skirt, how she'd look better in, you know, whatever, in shorts. And, what's her face here, Betty, was like, you know, that look on your face you got just now when I said that, Jill, was pretty interesting. As if you'd like to see the boss in a skirt or shorts. How about that? How about them apples? So, I'm thinking that's where that fact that I mentioned might come into play. That, you know, when she has her poster of her boss and it says best boss, it might mean something a little more than just, you know, she's a really good employer and I enjoy my job. So that's interesting. And also makes Jill a slightly stronger contender for Valhalla, my waifu from Valhalla. Yeah? Wouldn't you agree? I think most dudes would agree. A bisexual girlfriend, who may or may not be someone in this game that I'm not talking about. That would, you know, that's a convenient thing, right? At least theoretically. I don't think Jill is black, though if she were, that might make her an even stronger still contender for Valhalla waifu. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that, Tiger. And yeah, it is an obvious spoiler. I'm being, like, way more cautious than I would ever actually need to be because I'm, you know, I'm just in that mood. But yeah, the thing about her, like, taking pictures of the boss while sleeping, yeah, I forgot about that. You signed up for eHarmony once and you got paired with so many black chicks. Dude, I'm jealous. Okay, let's make some manly drinks. Actually, I'm gonna go pour myself a little bit more drink. Actually, yeah, let me just do that. I'll be right back because this is actually empty. I'm not gonna pour myself that much more because I'm already fairly tipsy as it is, and I don't want to have a hangover tomorrow morning, but I do want to have something to drink along with the customers, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Fresh bottle of Popov. Let's go ahead and pour a little bit in. That's probably more than I should have poured, let's be honest. And a bit of Kimura. You know, if it weren't for my calories, I'd probably have White Russians more often. Because they're like, I mean, it'd probably be the only thing I drank. Because I really like them. Ooh, that's a bit bland. That one's a bit bland. I wonder why. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine enough as it is. I think I just didn't add enough coffee liqueur. I don't think I should add any more though. You always kind of assumed there were lady boners between Boss and Jill. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely hinting at that so far. You didn't know... Well, I did assume it, Tiger, but the place that I read it made it seem like it was like, you know, 100% confirmed. So I'm guessing something happens in the game that's like, you know, something completely solid. Ironclad. Calories. You're back. Your cat took a huge dump. That's very fortunate for your cat. Probably. I hope there aren't children here. I mean, if you are a child and you're watching my stream, please remember to go to twitch.tv.com/Azare/subscribe and donate to my Patreon. Hey kids, wanna die? I just took 2 drinks when I shouldn't have. I still need to make some 2 strong manly drinks. Manly... You got the, yeah, exactly. You got it right. You got it right, y'all. I know I've heard this song quite a bit, Your Love is a Drug. That's like the 5th time I've heard Your Love is a Drug, and I'm like, ooh, I like that song, what is it? Oh, it's Your Love is a Drug, of course. One day I'll remember. How about, oh yeah, Crevice Spike. That's the, yeah. That way I can give them both lots of Karmic Shrine. 2 Petter Delta, 4 Flanagride. Then fill it up. Also, somebody earlier said, oh yeah, Jay Clark. You made yours with actual cream. It's great, but so bad for you. Yeah. I mean, even when I'm letting loose a little bit like I am tonight, and I'm having a White Russian, I'm still like, you know, nah, I'm not going to use cream. I just, I have a shitty metabolism, and I don't want to be fat like I used to be, so... Pretty much always watching my calories. At least a little bit. So I use milk, skim milk, instead of cream. and I use actual coffee instead of, well, I use coffee liqueur and actual coffee, and I use just the straight up coffee just to give it more substance, I guess. Sobering with 14 Karmatrine. Well, it's optional, so I could add no Karmatrine, but I'm fucking not. You better believe I'm not. Okay, so blended. Am I sure a crevice spike is right? The others are tagged as strong. That's a good point. I was just thinking manly. Let me see what other manly drinks there are. Gut punch. Oh, this has optional Karmatrine, and it's strong. Okay, so yeah, I think that would be better, actually. We won't get as much money for it, but Jill's already kind of balling, let's be honest. At least for bartender standards. Aged. It's 1 gut punch. Here you go. Oh yeah, I forgot to take 2 drinks. 1 and 2. Now drink. Oh man up, you'll get used to it. Hey Jill, has someone ever proposed to you as a prank? You know, make you think they're falling in love with you just to reveal it was all a prank? Oh my god, what? Betty. Betty. Jill? First year of high school, the guy I had my eyes on for a whole year had asked me out. Saturday morning I go to the meeting place, what do I find? It was all a prank by some bitches. Ouch. Sorry, The worst part isn't that they set me up, but rather that I saw it coming. I knew the guy wouldn't find me attractive enough to ask me out. I knew those bitches would target me sooner or later just for kicks. I knew it all. So when it all happened, I felt nothing. They confirmed my suspicions that teenagers are a plague that must be eradicated. Anyway, why the question? Hey, piece of scrap. Yeah? These are the situations where you should have stopped me before I said anything. She called him a piece of scrap. It's better to learn by tripping yourself. Why the question, though? I was asking because one of my ex's cousins had been hitting on me the past couple days. If it were somebody else, I'd pretend to be straight with the help of this piece of scrap here. Ah. Okay, that's some characterization. Sadly, she knows who I am. Worst part is, knowing Vero, she probably put her cousin up to it as a joke. Well, I'd suggest telling the cousin that she should cut it out. If she feels genuinely offended, they might not have been in cahoots. But I'm just spouting nonsense based on what you've told me. Don't pay too much attention. It's better than my suggestion. What was yours? Waterboarding? What? The fact that she knows how to waterboard somebody is what scares me most. The Girl Scouts also taught me how to skin a deer, and I see nobody making a fuss about that. But yeah, your advice sounds good enough. Good to know the Girl Scouts is still kicking in the 2070s. Whatever. Bitches. I'm sure it's not hard to waterboard. In the year 2016, I could Google how to waterboard and learn. I'm sure in the year 2070, the process of learning is even faster. Especially when you factor in that if Gina's being honest about her, she probably won't feel offended. Gina. Which one is that again? Blonde, flat as a cutting board, but cute as a button. Oh yeah, she came to the office Christmas party, right? That's the one. Well, it's getting late. We should be going. Yeah. Thank you again for everything, Jill. Bye. Please come again. Back Those damn cats moving the internet antenna. Oh yeah, Gil. Some guy said I should tell you that the bunny's late. Whatever that means. Oh shit. Boss, I'm leaving early. If I don't come back in 2 days, consider me as good as dead. Yeah. Shouldn't we be worried? Think of him as a kid that tells outrageous stories to get attention and everything will be easier. Besides, he knows how to take care of himself. Yeah. He'll be here on Monday like nothing ever happened. In any case, I'll be back in my office. Maybe now I can finish watching the didgeridoo tutorial. Oh, the news is on. I can't change the channel. No. This just in. News at this hour? Yeah? You ever watch CNN? Or are you telling me the 24-hour news cycle ain't a thing in 2070? Sounds good to me. The Apollo Trust Bank has locked its doors, leaving around 30 people trapped inside. The security system was activated after somebody tried to steal information from the main database. Early this morning, the bank... Damn, that's rough. Hello, Jamie. Hey, it's my boy Jamie. Back again. Oh... Huh... Oh, man. Huh. Yeah, say. Well, we'll just have to see if we see her again. What happened to say? Well, she was yesterday, she was talking about how she was going to be stationed at this place, you know, as a guard. And I think this is the same place as this bank, where they were having this meeting. And the news report just came on saying this bank is on lockdown, basically. So some bad shit is going down there. Cyberpunk Girl Scouts. Deer still exist in the 2070s. You could Google that, but the NSA thinks otherwise. I'm pretty sure the NSA already has a nice fat file on me. If only because of the subreddits and 4chan boards I frequent. Well, I guess we'll just see if Say comes in again, and if not, that'll be pretty depressing. Anyway, this guy, you might not know, this guy is from the very first night of Valhalla, and he is confirmed to be some kind of assassin. It was never... I mean, obviously, no particular details were given, but he's some kind of assassin. He's pretty heavily cyberized. The robot, the Lilim, Dorothy, asked him... they were talking, and she basically asked him, how much of your body is real, human, original? And he was like, I'm not telling you that. So, it's Jamie. Did you see the news about the Apollo Trust Bank? The news flash just ended. Sounds like things got ugly. From what I heard, there was a commotion earlier today. Something about people being unable to leave the building. Let's hope for the best. Yeah. Gil stormed off just a minute ago, though. I see. I guess the bunny was late. He definitely knows what's going on. What can I get you? Give me a Mars Blast. Coming right up. Okay, so... I think it's pretty much confirmed that there actually is something going on with Gil. I mean, up to this point, I think it was kind of fuzzy whether there was actually something going on or it was just like a meme. To me, at least. I mean, obviously I knew there was a possibility, but I think it's pretty clear at this point. He wants a Mars Blast. 6 Bronson Extract. 1 Petter Delta, 4 Flanner Guide, 2 Karma Shrine, all blended. Spicy, manly, strong. Here we go. r/illegal things. Take a drink. Is there a person nicknamed the Bunny or something? Well, that hasn't been talked about in the game so far, but I guess we'll find out as we go on. Oh yeah, Alice Rabbit, I guess. It's not the word bunny, but you know, it's the same thing. Yeah, exactly, Toaster. The Anonymous-esque Society, yeah, Alice_Rabbit. For those of you who weren't here the previous nights, I speculated that they were the game's version of WikiLeaks, basically, but no, I think it's more akin to the real-life Anonymous. Although I don't think that's a one-to-one comparison either, necessarily, but, you know. You know, this whole time, I've never commented on this face here. This 3:3 anime face, but it sure is a face. Anyway, let me click on this link from Seeking, which he posted unintentionally, apparently. That's fine. It was a fair enough GIF to have copied, don't worry about it. Let's serve. 1 Mars Blast, baby. Good timing. Out of orbit. Yeah, this is the one. Mars Blasts have always seemed poorly named to me. Shouldn't it be red instead of yellowish? Then again, the whole Red Planet thing is still its nickname. VR. Can't believe I'm myself. Hey, who's this girl? Oh, she calls herself Streaming Chan. She's been streaming her life 24/7. I'm guessing her equipment's still running, so you might want to watch what you say. Thanks for the advice. Changing the subject a bit, have you been hearing explosions or something throughout the day? I have heard that a supersonic drone was undergoing tests and lost its course. That might be it. Ah. Hey boss, the explosions were caused by supersonic drones. That sounds better than firecrackers. We've been trying to figure out what they were all day. Oh, I see. Sonic booms are not sounds people can normally identify, and this one drone made a lot of noise while breaking the sound barrier. Is this an area to test that kind of stuff? It's not, which makes the whole thing quite suspicious. Huh. Man, if only Gil were here to hear that info. He thought they were gunshots. Are you worried about him? Sort of. He always leaves without notice for days, but he always comes back unscathed. I'd be lying if I said I'm not worried, but at the same time, I've just kind of become used to it. He can be a troublesome man, huh? Sometimes. Say, do you think the people in the bank will be alright? This isn't the first time a bank has been closed like that, but something is off about this. Off? How? I don't know. Maybe it's the hour. Maybe it's the fact the news is making an unusually big stink out of it. Let's hope I'm just overthinking it. Yeah. Are you worried about something? A girl that was in here yesterday said she was going to that bank. It's not like me to be personally invested in what happens to clients, but... never mind. You want something else? Yeah, I can make time for one more drink. Fetch me a beer. Let's keep it simple. Sure. Beer it is. 1 Adelhyde, 2 Bronson Extract, 1 Petter Delta, 2 Flanagide, 4 Karma Shrine. There we go. It's past 1:30 a.m. I may have made a mistake streaming quite so late, but we're here. and I'm at least going until the end of this in-game day. Thanks, GameBot. I'm pretty good at finger tapping. Check this out. Oh wait, the song ended. Crap. Let me just finger tap. I don't know this song. Let me finger tap another song that I know. Which song? Oh yeah. Have I ever thought of going pro? What you're seeing right here is pro. I've already gone pro, dude. At least meaning let's just finish the game. Yeah, pretty much, Dragon. I'm not gonna tell y'all what the song was. Someone's twittering me. I have to figure it out. Oh, that was from earlier. Well, thanks for the likes earlier, y'all. Really helps me out. It's Beat It? It wasn't Beat It, I'll tell you that. I'm not gonna confirm or deny the other guesses, but it wasn't Beat It. You know, actually I can understand why you'd think it was Beat It. I can understand that. Not a bad guess. You love the alternating fingers. Well, I mean, you gotta do that. You gotta preserve your stamina on your individual fingers. Okay. He wants a beer. Here's a beer. You were going for bad guesses? Well, I can totally understand Beat It. Not gonna lie. Here you go, Jamie. Here. I once read that beer played an important part in humanity's history. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm familiar with the theory. It's an interesting one. The gist of it is that brewing was an important part of society during its development. Drinks were ubiquitous while feasting. They helped foster bonds and build faction alliances. That's not really what I was thinking of, but sure. Given enough time and beer, larger societies would be born. You seem to know a lot about this. Nah, just enough. Jill, have you ever thought about brain uploading? Brain uploading? I was thinking, what's the point of uploading yourself if you're still here? Let's say you upload yourself and effectively, that new someone's in cyberspace. You will still be here. Wouldn't it be weird to know that there's a you that's not you somewhere? That's an interesting point. I guess it'd be the same as cloning, huh? Imagine if your cyberspace self found out about the real you somehow. Hell, imagine talking to your other self. And there's more. Imagine placing multiple copies of yourself in different situations, exposing each one to different scenarios to see how they develop. I guess it is kind of heartbreaking in a way. Imagine someone with some illness uploading their brain into the ether, only to find out their physical bodies are still alive and here, instead of living in a place where there is no disease. I remember an article from a while back about the earliest forms of brain uploading. It would scan the brain in such a thorough and intense manner that it would effectively kill the person. It used the words, "burn the brain." Ouch. All for nothing because the data would be corrupted and broken. They halted all brain uploading research after that. I think they started another project about living brains in jars or something like that. That subject interests you, huh? Makes for a nice time sink when I'm doing nothing. Well then, Nice talking to you, Jill. Same here. Always a pleasure. Say hello to Gillian for me when he comes back. Please come again. Phew, all done. You want to stay here? Seems the street's quite restless. Thanks, but I'll pass. I have a couple matters to attend to at home. You do? Yeah, I ordered a nano camo module for my apartment. Should be installed by now. Nano camo? Isn't that a tad expensive? Yep. To be honest, I asked my mom for it. She'd been pestering me about what gift I wanted for Mega Christmas for a while. She's been asking that for 4 years now, and I've always said I was fine. So I took the chance and asked her for it. Used up all the past gifts. Oh. It feels a bit weird to ask your parents for a gift like that when you're 27. I'm sure she doesn't mind. So, what will the nano camo module change from your apartment? I got the basic plan. Walls and one piece of cloth. So I picked my kotatsu too. You have a kotatsu? You know what a kotatsu is, boss? I'm more impressed you know what it is. I mean, futons are common knowledge, but a kotatsu, not so much. Yeah, well, days get cold and the heater might not be enough. And the Japanese have mastered how to live comfortably in reduced spaces. You should invite me sometime. I want to see how you decorate the place with that. Let's plan a day to grab a beer, yeah. No more dancing, I'm tired. What do we do with her? I'll take care of everything, don't worry. Alright, sorry for leaving her like this. No problem. Well, I gotta go. See you tomorrow, boss. Careful out there. Alright. Pretty good haul. Zero mistakes. Pretty easy day, really. No curveballs, in my opinion. I did get helped. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to click yet. Ed gave me a suggestion on one of the drinks, but I don't think it would have been, like what I was going to pick anyway, I don't think would have been a mistake. It just wouldn't have been as good, you know? Could be wrong, though. I still don't know exactly how it works. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So, we now know Jill is 27. I'm 26. So, we're pretty much the same age. You know, if I decided right now to quit my current job and work on becoming a bartender, I mean, I could make that happen by the time I turn 27, right? I could literally be Guy Jill. Except in the boring fucking year of 2016 instead of 2070, whatever. 2070X. I could be making $1,500 a day, too. Yeah, and paying like $8,000 a month in rent, probably. Mega Christmas. I'm catching up on chat. Oh god, Soma. Yeah, that was an interesting subject Jamie brought up. I mean, you know, it's a subject that's pretty common for cyberpunk works in general. So... but, you know, it's always a good subject to discuss, because I think it's actually a very pertinent subject. The idea of uploading your brain data, like, what is, in most, like, what is the major problem to not just humanity, but sentient life? Death, right? That's the biggest problem, right? Probably death. So the idea of uploading your brain data being potentially a form of immortality Pretty big fucking deal, right? But then you have questions like, is it really you? If you upload your brain data, is that data really you, right? And like if your brain data is uploaded, but your original human body, which was the original repository of the data, if that's still around and kicking, like at that point, if that and the data that was uploaded onto some device are both existing at the same time, it's like you're both different individuals at that point. So, it's a whole philosophical thing. A billion people have discussed in various cyberpunk works and other sci-fi works, not even sci-fi works, just not even fictional works. People have just discussed the concept. Point is, immortality is a big thing for humanity to work towards, and asking questions about the nature of immortality and methods through which it might be obtained. It's important to ask those questions pretty much any time you have the chance. So of course this game, being a proper cyberpunk work, is going to take the chance to do it. Okay, still catching up on chat, by the way. I'm back on Soma. Mega Halloween. There's no Mega Halloween in Pavilion Enterprise. I don't know if you were here earlier when I explained it, but there is no Mega Halloween because Halloween is already Mega. Halloween, just the regular Halloween, is already a Mega holiday. In the future, in the cyberpunk future portrayed in Valhalla, every holiday will have a Mega version, but not Halloween, because Halloween is already Mega. There will only be Halloween now and forever. But I appreciate the thought. Oh yeah, thank you for clarifying, GameBot. Yeah, the Kotatsu is the sort of heater table thing. I think it's funny, by the way, that she asked for this big, gift. Again, harkening back to the idea that I'm literally girl Jill, or guy Jill. The idea that she asked her mom for this, expensive gift. It's funny, because I'm 26, and, my mom gets me some cool shit for birthdays and Christmases every year. No joke. And it kind of makes me feel bad, because it's I'm supposed to be an adult, but my mom still gets me, fucking ballin' gifts every year. And it's I don't know. My mom's just cool as fuck, I guess. Zero mistakes is a miracle. Well, Ed kind of helped me out on that. You'll just get bullied. I won't get bullied. I'm never gonna get bullied. Am I a B cup too? No. I actually had this conversation with a friend of mine. We were talking about real life gender swapping, I guess. What we would look like if we were chicks. And I came to the conclusion that the analogous part for a man, the part for a man that is analogous to a chick's boobs, is body hair. Specifically, chest hair. So if I were a chick, I'd be like a D cup. Because I got a hairy chest. I'd be probably more than a D cup, to be honest. I'd probably be a D cup. I'd have pretty big boobs. Not enormous boobs, but I'd have pretty big boobs. Because I got a pretty hairy chest. Not the hairiest chest around, but pretty hairy. And my friend who I was talking about this with, he's pretty much hairless, and he's proud of it. He's a pretty effeminate guy, really, and he's proud of it. Anyway, so I was like, dude, you'd be flat as a board. And he was like, I'd be fine with that. That's cool. So yeah, if I were a chick, I'd have pretty big boobs. I wouldn't be a B cup like Jill. Sorry, Jill. That's where that's where our paths diverge. I need to finish this drink off, dude. We're out of customers. We're on the next day. And I'm not about to play through it because it's about to be 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay. It's empty. Oh, there's a little bit. Okay. Who is you? Theories abound that your consciousness is yourself at this moment, and that any break in consciousness is essentially the death of yourself. So by some theories, you die every night. Yeah, Tauster, that's an interesting point, because, like, some people think that, like, that your physical body has to do with it as well. And, you know, I wouldn't necessarily argue against that. But, if I'm not mistaken here, and I might be mistaken on the specific details, but if I'm not mistaken, it's like every, you know, some number of years, like at some point in your life, every single cell in your body has been completely replaced from what it originally was. So your body is essentially not what it originally was in any way. And it's like, have you become a different person since then? Maybe. So yeah, it's the subject of consciousness is a tricky one, suffice to say. I'm skipping over some pretty interesting messages, by the way, just because, you know, I don't want to spend 1 billion years on 500-year-old messages. But I'm reading all of the chat. Not very hairy, huh, Seeking? That's okay. I mean, you said you like girls with small boobs, right? So, that's fine. If you were a girl, you'd have small boobs, just like you like. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if the person who asked this earlier is still here because I can't remember who it was. But I mentioned the subject of pop culture references in this game, and somebody said something about how they were basically asking, didn't I say something about Dorothy is a pop culture reference? And yes, not really Dorothy herself, but her model number. It was DFC something. Was it 069? Probably. Anyway, her model number, DFC, is a pop culture reference, kind of. Not really pop culture in the sense that it's not a well-known reference, but it's a pretty obscure reference. DFC, of course, being an acronym for Delicious Flat Chest. The Eben pedophile meme, which is highly relevant to Dorothy. Anyway. Congrats on your DFC, by the way, Chandelian. That message is what made me remember somebody mentioning the subject. Yeah, tomorrow hopefully we'll figure out if Say is okay. I'm sure she will be. I find it unlikely she's dead. Chandelian, when you said the number you've heard was 7 years, I think I've heard that too, and I think what you heard was about skin. If I remember correctly, the human body replaces your entire skin every 7 years. I don't think it's the whole body, but just the skin, which is a pretty big portion of the body. And I could be mistaken there too. I don't know. Maybe maybe it is actually the whole body every 7 years. I don't know. Yeah, the ship question. Yeah, pretty kind of the same subject or same concept. Oh, it was the tongue that was 069. Okay. Yeah, sorry, Jay Clark, you got it. Okay. Pretty much caught up on chat. You have no new notifications or reminders. Jill wants to buy a fan, even though it's winter. Buying one will prevent her from getting too distracted. You can now use nano camo to customize your room. Let me do that a bit. Actually, I don't know how to do that, but let me do that. I'm not gonna read the blogs and stuff on Jill's phone. Oh, here's her app. Okay, she does it with her app. I'm gonna see what this is all about. Incredible augmented eye. Again with the Metal Gear font. Nano Camo is a company founded in 2068 and pioneer of the nano machine fabric capable of real-time texture swap. Meant for military use, we bring our products to the general public at the most affordable prices. Mascot. Camotan is our mascot. She is designed by veteran designer from Sukeban Games, Kirin51. For those of you who don't get that joke, Sukeban is the company that made this game, and Kirin51 is the main designer and artist behind the game, behind Valhalla. So, epic. Likes Musashi Battleship, tactical fashion, Pichikeki. How about that? Let's customize. Ooh, that costs money. I can customize the table. Kind of like this. I might get that. We've already got gray walls. Huh. It's 900. That's true, Toaster. It's not that much. Where's the app where I can see Jill in her slut shirt? That would be a good app. I'd pay for that. Let's get her a new Kotatsu cover. And let's... let's get her these walls. Ooh, I'm not sure I actually like that with the Kotatsu we have. Let's get... let's get the green. Okay, that's better, I think. We'll keep that for now. And let's go shopping. Jill wanted a fan, right? Jill out in her overcoat, or her heavier coat, going shopping at J.C. Elton's. J.C. Elton's a good boy. One of the best boys around, actually. Pretty big fan of J.C. Elton. Ooh, should we get Jill a shoulder massager? I kind of feel like she's the kind of girl who could use just an innocent shoulder massager. Yeah. I think I'll hold off on that for a bit. Let her tension build, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll buy her one. Right when she needs it the most. I think that's the way to do it. Where's the fan? Yeah, I think you're right, Ed. That is strats. Seeking. Hell yeah, dude. I'm having a hard time reading any of this right now, I'm not gonna lie. None of these are fans. Hi, Alyssa. Well, oh, she was saying hi to Seeking. Oh, she said hi to me too. Hi, Alyssa. The Joker Cyclone. Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you for helping me out. I'm getting to the point where I'm like both drunk and tired, so I can't focus on reading shit. Despite the noisy name, it's just a fan. Fans are good though, really good. Gonna have to word that. I'll satisfy your attention soon enough, Jill. Jill bought what she wanted, and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. How do I save the game? Oh yeah, it's an app on her phone. Cool. What's a nano camo? Something to liven things up in this room. Oh, her wall does match her jammies. That's pretty cute. Okay, I saved the game. So that's it. I really enjoyed Valhalla tonight. Pretty interesting stuff going on. I mean, you know, that was night number 4. Every night in Valhalla has been interesting so far. Let's hope it keeps going at that pace. Thanks for watching, boys. Thanks for the reminder to drink water, Seeking. And all of you, that goes to you as well. Everybody else in here, whether you're drunk or not, remember to drink water. Remember to drink yourself a bottle of ocean. Good night.